I will do the simulation of this. Where is simulation? How do I do it? Okay, let me do dot op. What does this dot op will give? How much is the current expected?
Current.
Hold the mic close to you.
Yes.
It's not. You're not audible to me.
It's very close to me, sir.
Okay, how much is the current?
Sir, current.
As per the calculation, how much was the current? I want all of you to be on your toes when I'm asking some question. I have already shared it. I've asked you to go through it. I'm asking you what is the current. Let us verify the current. How much is the current expected as per calculation?
378.1.
98 microamp.
How much you are getting?
Same, sir.
I want the instant, spontaneous answers. Okay, how much is VGS as per calculation?
0.675 volts.
0.675 volts.
Are you
Same,
getting
sir.
that? Where you are
Yes,
getting
sir.
that?
VN004.
So of course, since we have this value, you can able to relate that to this is your VG. So if you have some problem, what we can do is we can create a node and then say it as VG. Correct? So I can do this and I can place it. Where shall I place this? I have to place it here. Am I correct? If I run it now, you can see that is VG. Getting that? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay, this is done. How much is the current is also there? Now we need to verify the gain. So for that I need to apply, of course I have already applied the sine wave, but when I did dot op, I cannot see that sine wave because I am doing only DC analysis. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
So because dot op corresponds to only doing the DC analysis, it will not show this AC signal, that sine wave, all those things. If you want to see sine wave, what I have to do? Which simulation command I have to use out of these? Which one I have to use? Shall I use AC sweep, DC sweep, transient? Which one?
AC switch, sir.
AC sweep is meant for which one?
Transient, sir. Transient.
Transient. Okay. What should be stop time? If you want to see 5 cycles?
10 seconds.
10 seconds.
10.
Okay, let me just discuss that here. Now you know that what are the frequency we have taken? Correct?
Depends on 20
Many.
kilohertz.
Frequency taken is 20 kilohertz. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
What is the time period for 20 kilohertz sine wave? Time period? Time period to see one cycle?
Depends on amp.
Hey, come on, I say.
0.05.
1 over 20 kilohertz. Correct? Is it
Yes, sir.
50 microsecond?
Yes, sir.
Do it quickly. How much is 1 over 20 kilohertz? Is it 50 microsecond?
Yes, sir.
Okay. If you want to see 5 cycles, this is one cycle. If you want to see such 5 cycles, how much should be the time? For one cycle it is 50, means okay, for 5 cycles how much?
250 microseconds.
250 microsecond. So if I want to see 5 cycles in my output in the simulation, I have to make the final time as 250 microsecond. So I will go back to this simulator and then make it as 250 microsecond. Correct? Now are you getting now? So I want all of you to understand, okay, why I'm writing it as 250 microsecond, why not 1 second, why not 20 second, why not 1 hour? Because I have to see only 5 cycles. If you want to see 10 cycles, what should be this time?
500 microseconds.
It should be 1 cycle multiplied by 10. Because time taken for 1 cycle is 50 microsecond into number of cycles you want to see. So since I am restricted to 5 cycles, it is 250. So you start saving the data from 0th second and let this be very, very small compared to this 250. So let me take it as 0.1 microsecond. It should be very small. Done?
Sir.
Okay, now we have, this is transient, starting from 0 second going up to 250 microsecond with a time step of 0.1 microsecond. Let me run it. Now I can see the waveform. Are you seeing the waveform now? You're seeing. Can you count the number of cycles? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Can you see the amplitude is going from 0 to 10 millivolt and then coming down to minus 10 millivolt?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now again let me just go to this. So let me rewrite that circuit what I have. Now this AMCD initially goes so slow, and later you can see it is at a lightning speed. We're going to cover the syllabus, so don't think that I'm not covering anything. So if whatever I'm just teaching now, so is the very basic. If you can understand that, then my almost 80% of the AMCD course is done. Okay, what I'm seeing here is at node A. Let me see it at node B, and let me see at node C. At node A, what are you getting? So you're getting a pure sine wave. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Is at 0. So what is the amplitude?
10
10
million.
millivolt. So if I see the same thing at point B, what is expected?
It has to be shifted off.
It is shifted by how much? 0.675.
Yes, sir. DC volt.
Over and above that, you will apply the sine wave. This is again from here 10 millivolt. That's what you can see. What I'll do, is this visible?
Sir.
Okay, I will, where I'll see it here. What I'll do, I'll just put it in different panes so that you can I'll just put this up. Can you see here now? Is it now placed at 675 millivolts?
Yes, sir.
Is it going up to plus 10 millivolt and then minus 10 millivolt around that 675?
Sir.
So is it similar to this one now? Is it going above that point? Of course, you cannot see this reference point, but it is clearly seen that okay, it has been shifted up. So this is your waveform at the other end of the capacitor. This is the at the gate side. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So then let us see what is at C we are supposed to get. At C, what you are supposed to get?
The amplified.
Amplified version you are supposed to get. So okay, now the amplified version, I don't know okay how it will be, but what is the expected as per your design? What is your gain? Gain is minus 6 point. You can see there is a minus here. So okay, how do you usually write okay 1 in what is that polar form? Shall I write it as 1 at an angle 0 degree?
Yes, sir.
How do I write minus 1? It is 1 at an angle 180 degree or 1 at an angle minus 180 degree. Am I correct? This is 1, correct? Sorry, this is 1 which is 1 at an angle 0 degree in the polar representation. Minus 1 can be represented as 1 at an angle 180 degree or 1 at an angle minus 180 degree. You can see the magnitude remains 1. Because of this negative, it is having a phase shift of 180 degree. What do you mean by 180 degree phase shift? Suppose if I write two waveforms, I'll write two waveforms. See here, this is one waveform. The other waveform, I'll write it. The sketch pen. Okay, I will write one more waveform. See here, it is the same waveform. Can you see this is slightly advanced? So can you see there is a shift in the phase? I can write this way also. How can I write it? I can write it this way. Can you see there are three waveforms, blue, green and the red one. Can you see all the waveforms are same frequency but they are shifted in phase. Their zeros are, of course this zero is starting early whereas this zero is starting late. So this I'll say it as lag, this I'll call it as lead compared to this blue one. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Can you see the green one is coming earlier to blue one?
Yes, sir.
Can you see the red one is coming later after your okay, what blue comes? We call it as there is a phase shift. Suppose if one is going up and coming down, if the other one is going down and going up, so this will say they are out of phase. Out of phase means 180 degree phase shift.
Yes, sir.
So whether it is, because plus or minus 180 degree is one and the same, whether you can write it as plus 180 degree or minus 180 degree, because in your angle, so this is 0 degree, this is 90 degree, this is 180 degree, no? When you write the angle in your trigonometry, am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Where do you write minus 180 degree? 0 minus 90 degree minus 180 degree. Are plus and minus 180 degree point are both the same?
Yes, sir. Both same.
It is the direction from which you are coming matters for it. Otherwise, plus 180 degree and minus 180 degree are one and the same. Correct? So that's why for plus or minus, that's why I have written here, this minus 1 can be written as 1 at an angle 180 degree or 1 at an angle minus 180 degree. It can be either phase lead or phase lag. So it doesn't matter whether it is phase lead or phase lag. The shape of the waveform is exactly out of phase. Correct? So
Yes.
how much is the gain you are looking at? Tanuja or Vinuta? Vinuta, no?
Yes, sir.
How is the gain you are looking at? Hey, come on.
0.
Idamma. Minus 6.05. Okay, minus
Yes.
6. So minus 6 times the input is your output. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
So how much is your input now? Input is this. Okay, this is your input, V in. What do you mean by minus 6 times of this? This is minus 6 times. So this amplitude will no more be 10 millivolt. The magnitude will become 60 millivolt. When I say 60 millivolt, from here to here it will be 60 millivolt. And of course, the peak to peak is how much for the input? Peak to peak.
120 millivolts.
No. For the input.
20 millivolts.
20 millivolt. At the output, if the peak to peak is 120 millivolt, then I'll say it has got a gain of 6.
6 times.
Shall we do that? We'll just go to simulator and then we'll have one more output at this point, that is at the drain point, and we'll see this. So let me just put them separate in another pane. Let me put this here. Let me name it as Vout. Shall I name it as Vout? So it is better. I'll name it as Vout. How do I do that? Copy this. Okay, let me copy this. I'm copying it, then putting it here. F3, connect it to this point. Let me name it as V out. Done. Let me run this again. Okay, what I do, I will just see this now. I'll remove all others. Where is this? Okay, this is your input, the waveform at the gate. Okay, let me just take out this again. Can you see this is output?
Yes, sir.
As we expected, the output waveform is exactly opposite to that of your input. You can see input is rising, output is coming down. Can you see this is the one which is representing negative sign? We had this negative sign, no? This negative. This negative sign is represented in the form of phase shifted waveform. Phase shifted waveform. Shall we see what is the amplitude of your output?
Yes.
What I'll do is I'll take two cursors, one at the top of it, the other one at the bottommost point of it. See here how much is the amplitude? See here, difference, vertical difference. How much?
Minus 120.66.
This is minus. Let me just do this way. I will put this above and I'll put this below. So don't think that okay, that is minus because of your gain is minus 6. Is the gain now 120? Is the output peak to peak is 120? There's no minus now,
Yes, sir.
because that minus is the difference of this and this. So actually vertical difference is V out minus this value. So of course this minus this, that is cursor 2 minus cursor 1 is the difference. Correct? Suppose if you put the cursor 2 here, cursor 1 there, then this will become minus 20, minus 120.
Okay.
Correct? So that's how you are getting it as minus 120. Is the gain now 6 or minus 6?
minus 6 only.
How do you say it is minus 6?
Sir, it's lag.
It is out of phase.
Yes, sir.
How do you say it is 6?
Sir, it,
It is in mean phase.
No. How do you say the magnitude of the gain is 6? How do you say the magnitude of the gain is 6?
It increases 6 times.
Uh-huh.
The amplitude increases 6 times, sir.
No. How do you say here?
The peak to peak voltage is peak to peak difference is positive.
Okay, my question is, how do you say the gain as magnitude is 6? Because AV magnitude is 6, no? How you are proving that? Is it not V out by V in?
Ratio of output AC signal by
Perfect.
input AC signal.
So it is V out peak to peak by V out. Some echoing. Is it 120 milli by 20 milli? Am I correct?
yes, sir. Yes,
So
sir.
milli will go off. 120 by 20 is 6. This is the magnitude.
Sir.
Correct? Hello.
Yes, sir.
The magnitude of the gain is 6. The negative sign you are getting it because of the phase shift. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay, we'll just again go back to this simulator. Can you see here? I have measured the output peak to peak as 120. Would you like me to measure the input peak to peak also?
Sir.
Just simply double click on this, you'll get it. Can you see here? 19.94. Is it almost 20?
Yes, sir.
Please don't worry about this negative sign here. Please take only the magnitude. So this negative sign is coming because of the difference of these two. Suppose if you put cursor 1 here, cursor 2 there, if you interchange that, this sign will change.
Yes,
Getting
sir.
the point? So now the
Yes,
point
sir.
is the output peak to peak is 120 millivolt, input peak to peak is 20 millivolts, so the gain is 6. It is negative because the phase shift output is in out of phase with the input. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, let us again go back to this and try to see where it is swinging. You know that input was swinging at 0. Correct?
Yes, sir.
At B, it has shifted to 0.675. How about C where it is exactly going like this? So it is going up and this is the sine wave, no? Now the question is at which point it is swinging. So you know that it was swinging at VG. Where it will swing now? Where it will swing? Where does this will swing? The output C waveform. This will swing at which point?
At 120 milli.
No. What I'm asking you is because here it was swinging around 0. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
This is around 0, it was going above and below. This was swinging above and below 675 millivolt.
Sir.
Now my question is, where does the waveform at C is swinging around? So it is
At V out, sir.
no. What is this DC voltage? I'm asking you, what is this DC voltage? We know the peak to peak of this. I'm looking at what voltage it will swing. So what is this DC voltage? Is this DC voltage is equal to the VDS? This one.
Sir.
So can we know what is VDS of this? So shall I write this is the DC voltage. VDS is equal to VDD minus ID into RD. How much is VDS? This is 1.8 minus how much is the current? Current is 378 micro into 2.2K. Give me quickly. How much is that? Let me see how fast you are all. I don't have the calci.
0.968 volts.
0.968 volt.
8.
968 volt. Of course, what we'll do is we'll just go back to simulator and simply do dot OP and try to find out do we get that point or not. So what I'll do is I'll just do this dot OP and then run this. Can you see that voltage is here?
Yes.
Hello.
196.
Can
Yes,
you see
sir.
that V out is equal to 0.968? what you calculated?
Yes, sir.
What does this dot OP is actually giving? No, see the beauty of dot OP. Dot OP will give all DC voltages and DC currents. So this is one of the DC voltage which is to be known, so that this is the point across this DC voltage output will swing. This is the voltage across which the input will swing. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
So now what I'll do is I'll stop this and then again go to simulation command and then do this transient. I will redo it and I'll run it. What I'll do, I'll see this only. Can you see now? Suppose if I just go to this beginning, can you see it is 968 volt. Sorry,
Yes.
one
9
second.
6.
One second. So is it 968 millivolt as per your calculation? Is it as per your calculation? It is correct.
Point.
You can see over and above that it is swinging.
Yes, sir.
So shall we write this waveform is shifted by how much?
0.9.
So it is shifted by 968.
6.
So this point is 0.968 volt. Am I correct?
Yes.
Who is speaking? Okay. Is it perfect? Did all of you get it? What we are trying to do? Hello.
Yes.
Is it fine?
Yes.
We applied 10 millivolt. We got the input shifted at VG. The output is amplified and it is available around VDS. Am I correct?
Yes.
Okay. Shall I make it 20 millivolt now? Does the gain change? Does the gain change?
Yes.
Does the gain change? So does the AV value changes? Does AV is depending on the input amplitude? Hello. See here. In this expression, does this AV depend on V in? Here, it depends on what all parameters?
RD and
GM. Does
Conductance in the audience. Yes, sir. Transconductance and the
no
RD.
does transconductance vary with input voltage?
No, sir.
So gain is independent of the input voltage, correct?
Yes, sir.
Gain only depends on GM and RD. So
RD.
shall we verify this for a larger input amplitude and see whether the gain is still 6 or not? Shall we do it?
Yes, sir.
I made it 20. Let me run it. So let me see. Input peak to peak is how much now? 40. Correct? How
Yes,
much is
sir.
40 into 6? 240.
yes, sir.
Is it there? Almost?
Sir.
Correct? Is it still swinging around 0.68 for 0.968?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Shall I make it now 50?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I made it 50. Let me run it now. Is it still fine? What I'll do, I'll again measure the gain.
So 300.
How much will be the expected gain? Expected output peak to peak?
600, sir.
Is it 600?
Yeah, sir. Approximately.
Almost there. Now I'll make it 100 because we agreed,
1200.
Let us see what happens. How much is expected one?
1200.
1200. Let us see how much is the gain. So this is
Little more.
where we are. Are you there? Is it 1200?
Yes, sir. 1001.
Is it 1200? No. In the earlier cases, till 600 it was almost close. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
How much is this now? It's not exactly 1200. Is it reduced now slightly? Hello.
Yes, sir, it has reduced.
It has reduced. Let us still increase and see. Let us make it 200 and see what happens. Because there is a lot of understanding has to happen now. Now I made it 200. Just see what's happened. How much is the peak to peak? Peak to peak. How much is expected? 200 into 2.
2004.
2400.
How much you're getting? 1500. 1500 millivolt is the output now. Is the gain changed? Can you see the shape of the waveform? It is no more a sine wave.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
That's bulb.
This is very, very interesting. Okay, we need to find out why the shape of the waveform is keep changing as I increase the amplitude. If I again reduce the amplitude to 20, you can see output waveform is so pure sine wave, and then even the gain is also verified. Of course, you can certainly verify the gain. It's exactly how much this should be. 14 to 6.
240, sir.
It is there. Can you see the gain is 6, gain is 6, gain is 6 for certain point. Beyond some point, gain is not exactly the expected one. Carefully observe. So let me make this 200 and see what happens. If I make it 200 and run it, just see what happens. Just see what is the bottommost point. Just measure the bottommost point. This is cursor 1. See how much is the bottommost one.
It's
0.2.
200 millivolts.
See here.
192.
192. Okay, this is 192. Just keep this in mind. So we have VDS minimum that is coming out in this particular thing is how much? 192 millivolt. This is when the input is how much? 200 millivolt. Am I correct? VDS minimum is 120 millivolt when the input voltage is 200 millivolt. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
What I'll do, I will reduce this to 20 and run it. How much is this minimum voltage now? Because even though it is V out, shall I call it as VDS? That is, this will be the voltage at this point, no?
Yes,
Now,
sir.
is this V out? Is it the voltage at the drain point? No, this V out is measured here, no?
Yes, sir.
So when the output voltage is measured here, it is the voltage across drain and source because source is grounded. How much is the bottommost voltage here now?
843 millivolts.
843. Let me say VDS minimum is 843 millivolt when input voltage is 20 millivolt. Okay, let us go to the circuit and try to see how much was VGS in this case. How much is VGS? How much? 675 millivolt.
0.4. Yes, sir.
How much is VTH?
0.4.
0.4. How much is VDS SAT?
0.275
0.275 volt.
volts.
What is this VDS SAT stands for? It is the minimum voltage to be maintained across drain and source to keep the MOSFET in saturation region.
Saturation region. Yes, sir.
Is the definition correct? VDS SAT is the minimum voltage to be maintained across drain and source to keep the MOSFET in saturation region. If the voltage goes less than 275, then MOSFET enters linear region.
Linear region.
Perfect.
Yes, sir.
Now see what is this VDS and what is this VDS. Now let us talk about what is the region of operation of MOSFET when the VDS is 192 millivolt. What is the region of operation when the VDS is 192 millivolt? Is it more than 275 millivolt or less than 275 millivolt?
Less than, sir. It's a linear region.
So MOSFET has entered into linear region. That's why I was not getting the proper gain. How about this?
It's above greater than VD saturation.
So
It is in saturation region.
MOSFET is in saturation region when the amplitude is 20 millivolt. So the MOSFET is not in saturation when the input is 200 millivolt. But please don't mistake me here. The waveform, the MOSFET is not fully in linear region when it is 200 millivolt. Let me just make it 200 millivolt and try to see what happens. This is 200 millivolt. Let me run it. Okay, now see here. Can you see? Shall I? Which is the point? 275, no? 270.
Yes,
Sorry,
sir.
275 millivolt. Is it somewhere here?
Yes, sir.
So
Mostly.
okay. Can you see here? As the waveform comes down here, can you see the shape of the waveform is not sinusoidal?
Yes, sir. It's
So
not.
in this region, so in the above region, is your VDS more than 275?
Yes, sir.
So in this entire region, till this point, MOSFET is operating in saturation
Saturation
region.
region, sir.
But in the bottommost region,
When it
which
drops below,
bottommost region, whenever it drops less than 275, only this part of the waveform is not operating in
saturation region.
saturation region. When it is not operating in saturation region, MOSFET will not work as per your expectation. Because how did you get the expression of AV is equal to minus Gm into RD? How did you get it?
Considering in saturation region.
Considering the MOSFET in saturation, we derived that expression of AV is equal to minus Gm into RD. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
So since MOSFET doesn't enter, of course, doesn't remain in the saturation for the entire cycle, so we have to ensure that the entire waveform should be such that for the entire cycle of the waveform, MOSFET should be in saturation region. Then only the gain will verify. So what I'll do, I will reduce this to 50 millivolt and then try to see whether when I reduce to 250 millivolt, sorry, just 50 millivolt, let me run it now. Can you see, is this about 275 millivolt?
Yes, sir.
So is the MOSFET
In
in
saturation region.
saturation region for the entire cycle of the waveform?
Yes, sir.
That's why it looks like pure sine wave. Correct?
Yes, sir.
So whenever we operate the amplifier, we have to ensure that the output, the entire cycle of the output should make the MOSFET to operate in saturation region. Saturation region. For that, we always write something like this swing. So what I'll do is I'll just this is your box like thing for your output to swing. So is it 0 volt and 1.8 volt? So
Yes, sir.
this is like your oscilloscope across which it's going to swing. So for this particular design, how much is the minimum voltage for your MOSFET to keep in saturation region? 275 millivolt. Am I
Yes,
correct? So
Yes, sir.
this is a region where your output should not enter during the swing.
Yes, sir.
This is dedicated to keep the MOSFET in saturation. If at all, if you want to get any waveform, it should be within this region. It should be within this region. It should never enter here. If it enters this region, it becomes flattened. It becomes flattened because this is the region for what? Suppose if
Linear
the
region.
suppose if
It's
this is
dedicated, sir.
if the VDS goes less than 275, it enters linear region.
Yes, sir.
Make sure that the waveform never goes below this value. In this particular design, it is 275 millivolt. It is not 275 for all the designs. It only depends on what is VGS and what is VTH. Because VGS minus VTH will define what is this value is. So basically, out of this 0 to 1.8 volt, would you like to have more space dedicated for your MOSFET to keep it in saturation, or would you like to have less space so that you can have? So would you like to have this to be more or this to be more?
The space to oscillate more.
So space for getting the output should be more, meaning that the whatever that is voltage required to keep the MOSFET should be as small as possible, so that I can utilize more swing. Getting the point?
Yes, sir.
So out of the available swing from 0 to 1.8 volt, you dedicate some amount of swing or some amount of the entire swing to keep the MOSFET in saturation. You keep this as small as possible. You keep this as small as possible. So of course, when you're keeping this at as small as possible, it will be at some cost. So we'll discuss those things in the coming class. Of course, it is bit involved. So once you can able to get it, of course, once you can catch up this, okay, swing and all those things, it is same thing applicable to all amplifiers. Okay, I think I'm late by 1 or 2 minutes. Thank you. Okay, I'm stopping now.